I'm Andrew Kruger, or Brisk T. I've been playing the game for about a year now, on the same lore life. Started early Keon, and I saw Boomtide's ping talking about like how like some new players are kind of confused with the game. So especially since I think there's gonna be waves opening up, I think this will just be like a useful thing to have. But basically in this video, I'm gonna be covering like your attributes, what they do, what traits you need to have, medals you need to have, how to push, when to push, how to live, how to play the game and shit. Like I said earlier, I've been alive since start of Keon, and I've only died like 3 times, and all of them were voids. So I'd say I'm pretty good at surviving. I know what I'm doing in the game. And yeah, alright, I'm gonna cut the footage while I explain some of this shit. So first things first, I'm gonna be talking about your attributes and what they do. So first up, you have strength. Strength is pretty self-explanatory. It heightens like your M1 damage with your fist. Yeah, it's boring, no one's using that. But most importantly, that shit recoil less, right? Easy less recoil. I'm at 1 strength because the gun I mainly use, like I really only need 1 strength. But ideal for that stat, in my opinion, is 2. Anything above that's kind of unneeded, especially if you're using semi-auto or a bolt. My bad. Okay, and then next up is fortitude. This is arguably your most important stat. Just gives you health. That's really it. Nothing more to say. Your agility. This is like widely debated because at 4 agility, right, you're capped at 35 speed. But once you get battle hardened, you can go up to 37. So that's why I put in 5. But I'd say if you're new to the game, you're just wave, you're just starting out, go 4 agility. Okay, just makes you faster, ups your velo cap as well. Okay, next up, dexterity. This improves your reload speed and your fire rate, right? So what a lot of people do is they'll go 3 dexterity or 2 dex. 3, I personally don't see a change because there's medals, which I'll get into later, that like help your reload speed a lot. So I think 3 is kind of unnecessary unless you're trying to fucking, I don't know, be a reload god, but that's besides the point. Alright, moving on to precision. Precision is arguably one of the most important stats in the game. It's really underrated. A lot of people go 3 precision, but what they don't realize is that at 4 precision, your gun is hit scan, bro. Like, you'll have like no bullet travel. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Did you see that? Like, there's like a 2-second shit until I'm there. That's why I go 4 preg, but precision lessens bullet spread and it ups your bullets. Talking about your stat points and like what it is. So what you do is you spawn in with 1 in all, right? And I think you have 6 or 5 to put in, like initially. So I'd say dump your fortitude and get your agility up. Those are like the stats you should put in first. Try to get 5-4 if you can. 5 fortitude, 4 agility. But most importantly, you're gonna want to like keep note of your medals. You're gonna want to go to events. You're gonna want to get your medals up because every 25 medals, you get a stat point, right? And that's incredibly important. Without battle harden, you can get up to a max of 11 stat points to allocate, right? But then once you get battle hardened, you're gonna have 12 stat points to allocate. So the ideal build for, I'd say, once you get all 11 of your stat points with no battle harden, here I'll put up a photo right now. It's this right here. That's the most important shit you could do. Like that's probably the most ideal build. But once you get your 12 stat point, it's really up to you if you want to go that 3 dex, that 5 agility, or 4 preg. One thing I forgot to mention, when you first load into the game, there's like 3 pads. You have marksman, that gives you siphon. Wow, it doesn't work. And this thing called blood favor. They're really good, but marksman is kind of ass compared to medic path because medic gets like their own little combat instinct on top of combat instinct. They heal the max and 2 bandages. They're really good. And then you have gunner, which is like low-key dog shit. That's so useless. And I think there's a logistics patch. Shit, I don't even know. Just go medic, bro. Go medic. Okay, moving on to medals, right? Medals, there's a lot of important medals, and you guys might be thinking,
oh, there's different rarities. Yeah, epic. I'm gonna pick the epic. I'm gonna pick the legendary.
no, don't do that, okay? There's so many good medals at the common and green tier, bro. Like, hold on. Storm Runner, I think that's what it's called. Where is it at? Make me look like a loser. Storm Runner, right here. Okay, doesn't pop up. That is one of the most key medals in the game, bro. If wind comes and you don't have that medal, you're dead, bro. Right? There's Sprinter. This literally gives you like 4 velo, bro. That's a common medal, and it's like, it's so good. There's stuff like Iron Skin, or Thick Skin and shit, bro. Like, those are common and green medals, right? Those are like must picks. I'd say almost never pick a purple medal, bro, until like the very end of your build, because they are some like useless ass medals, bro. Hold on, it's like Caustic Expert, bro. This is a fucking epic, and it's trash. It's trash. Don't pick that, bro. Okay, get all of your epics, or don't get all. Fuck, I gotta cut that off. Don't get epics. Get all of your commons and greens, right? Like your whites and greens, and then if you have the option of a legendary up there, I'd say pick the legendary, which is like a reddish pinkish color, right? So that's really all you need to know. There's some essential metals. Your common metals, your white metals will often lead into good green metals. So pick your whites and your greens. I cannot emphasize this enough. Pick your whites and your greens, okay? Moving on to traits. There's like a bunch of different traits. Most of them you get from just playing the game and doing shit. Like radio trained. I got trained with a radio, so yeah. I learned how to use a train, so I got tank training. But there's also ones that you like spawn in with. I think you'll spawn in with 2 that actually do something and 3 like LARP traits. Like here, I go left-handed. Yeah, apparently my character's left-handed, right? But I'm shooting my gun in my right. So that's just a LARP trait. Or there's like, but then there's ones that like actually do something, like True Gaze, which is like, oh, like Fog is slightly worse for, or slightly better for me. There's Quick Hands, which helps me reload faster. Bless, right? Marksman training, left-handed, yada yada. There's also traits like training. I covered that. And then you have like lore huntable traits, which is like my fastest hand conceal. Like you see on my pistols on my back, and like I pull it out mad quick. That's because I have fastest hand concealed. But you guys, you'll like pull it out like mad slow. You'll go like you'll like pull it out, and then you'll have to like press F and start shooting, right? I don't have to do that, and your gun will be on your front. But that's because I did some like question mark stuff, right? And then you'll have awakenable shit too, which is like your combat instinct. Once you get to like, I think it's like 165 to 100 kills, you'll get combat instinct. And then I think it's battle trance, right? Yeah, once you get to like battle trance, which is like 260 kills, you'll get battle trance, which is just your E2, and you'll be able to pop your instinct whenever you want. That's really like the important traits. And then there's battle hardened, which gives you an SP, which is like super good, right? Okay. And you'll have like unfazed, also lore huntable, which you get that, like they see you do so. And you have languages as well, which you could lore hunt and learn, but they're kind of like stingy about learning languages, so good luck with that. Okay. So statistics, it's self-explanatory. You have Titan kills, mindless and normal, yeah, yada yada. Human kills, you'll get that from killing people. Human assist, you get that if you shoot and get your kills took by some random infantry grunt who's stealing all your kills. Your bandages, that's if you bandage other people. Your revives is if you last light someone, and your removals is if you bandage removal someone. Yep, self-explanatory, nothing much. You need to learn bandage removal. Go to a medical training as soon as you get into the game, bro. Bandage removal is so key, and you get like a doctor trait, I'm pretty sure. If not, then you get that if you're medic path. But this is so important, dude. If you don't have this, you're dead, I won't lie. I wouldn't even go to a PD without bandage removal. Okay, moving on. You got like dodge. This is for elite squads, but basically I pop that and I can dodge bullets. It's kind of tough. That's a long cooldown. Seashell drive, like I said earlier, you get that from battle trance at like 260 kills. You pop your instinct whenever. Skydive, you get that from airborne. Lets you parachute. It's pretty tough. Then tackle. This is mainly like for National Guard and like MP and like other things. Allows you to tackle people and like you cuff them. All right. This is probably the most realistic image in the game, bro. This shit is overly true. If you guys don't all push, bro, Like, you're just all dead, I won't lie. Like, if you don't commit to a push and you try to back out in the middle of it, that shit just, like, collapses everything, bro. If you're gonna push, you gotta commit to that shit, and that's really how you live in the game. But I will say, don't listen to some of these dumbass command members telling you, like, to do these dumbass suicide pushes, bro. Because some of them will really tell you to go charge to your deaths, and that shit doesn't work. Like, you gotta use your brain. If it looks like a good push, you should push. If it's obviously a death push, I wouldn't do that shit, bro. Like, use your head, push when you think it's smart, and if you're gonna push, commit to the push, bro. Don't give up. And that's really how you win, bro. I mean, that's what I've been doing my fucking entire year I played this game. That's really it, I think. Shit.